And welcome to AI with Mark B. Today we are going to explore prompt engineering, which is a fancy way of saying how to best talk to an AI or an LLM. Okay, let's get started. Now the acronym today we're going to use is CRAFT, how to craft the best prompt. C stands for context, R stands for role, A stands for assets, F stands for format, and T stands for task. Now, in reality, we're not going to use craft in the order that it's written, but we'll get into that now. So, firstly, how do most people use AI or LLMs? Typically, they just write in plain language about whatever's on their mind. So, for example, for a non-crafted prompt, it might look something like, write me an email for a deadline extension. Okay, so here Google Gemini's helpfully given us a couple of different options, and that's because we haven't specified anything else. Now, let's look at the craft way of doing it. So C is for context. Context. I am an operations manager creating AI content for education. My boss is expecting this today, and I need a 2-day extension. Okay, so that's context. Now role. You are a comms expert focusing on short business emails. Okay, A is for assets. So assets we'll cover later on, but assets is ways that you can add extra text or add files or add previous examples, which helps the AI to understand more context about you or more specifics on the format you'd like to get out of it, or you can provide the LLM more knowledge by adding assets or files. Okay, on to format. Warm, friendly business email under 100 words. And the task, write me a deadline extension email. So you can see in the first prompt, we only wrote the task. In this prompt, we wrote the context, the role, the asset, the format, and the task to craft a better prompt. Now, as I mentioned before, we wouldn't necessarily write it in this order. So I'm just going to quickly take this task and cut it, and I'm going to paste it in the third position. So it's C, R, T, A, and F. All right, let's see the results. All right, so Gemini has gone straight into the actual output. It's created an email that's under 100 words. It knows that it's to my boss. It's given the signature with my title in it. And it's obviously, the body of the email is in context with the task was given. So it's a very simple extension way to craft a better prompt through prompt engineering. And what I'd encourage you to do now for practice is to have a go at using the craft format. And also while you're there, try copying this into different LLMs. And this will help you understand a little bit more about the tone and the process of which each of these LLMs works. You can see here that ChatGPT was much quicker than Gemini, and you'll see that, for example, Anthropic's Claude has put it into a separate box here and has some prompts to use connectors or tools, which we'll cover at a later date. But yeah, have a go at crafting a prompt across each of our frontier models, and I'll catch you next time.